Hello, Rebel Remnants. This is Universum, and I'm here to show you my map. This is on the Tekkit launcher, with all the mods that are included on Tekkit. And now, they've recently removed Industrial Craft, which is one of my favorite mods, but still, Tekkit is a great mod pack. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a guided tour of my single player map. I've been working on it for about 2 weeks. And yeah, even though it's single player, I still had quite a bit of fun. When you start it up, it's usually a little bit buggy like this. Alright, well, let me go ahead and jump to the surface here. I might lag just a smidge, because I am on our Dark RP server on Gmod as well. Recording and Dark RP and Minecraft might beat it up a little bit. Alright, I am going to go ahead and cheat and get rid of this rain. I'm holding a lot of sand. Okay, turn it on cheat mode. Let's turn off the rain. Make it nice and daytime. Die. Immediate use chest for ores. This is kind of just an overflow, a store chest. It's kind of a mix of glass and stuff I don't really need. This is kind of electronics and gears, stuff that I use often. This is kind of the scrap crap, wood and all that stuff you don't really need. Never use that much. In here we have a melon farm. It's good for food. And crafting bench, NASA crafting bench. Used for making my rocket stuff. I did a bit of neat work with the lightings here. Lights and glass to make a nice effect. Got the disposal trap. This used to lead down to my mine, but the miner kind of, tore a ginormous hole in the ground and actually cut right through that, so this no longer doesn't lead to the mine anymore. It used to. If we go into here, we've got teleportation room. We've got the hell in there, underworld, and we've got the portal doors. This Tekkit pack comes with a portal mod. I've got water tanks if I need them, and then I have a lava tanks for the engines. I have lots and lots of those. These reach all the way down to bedrock. We're on layer 48, and there's 6 of them here, plus the main tank. It's probably a couple thousand buckets of lava. I need that much because it's powering all these engines. There's probably 60 or 70 engines that I've got down here powering. All being powered by the lava. Each outputs 4 at a time. Yeah, 4 microjoules per tick. And they each have a 4K capacitor in them. So there's all that built up energy if I need it. In here we have a capacitor room. It has, what do we got? 4 on each, 4, 5, 6, 11. Yeah, 11 capacitors, each one holding 600K, so they output at 100 each. So I have an available 1,100 energy per tick if I really need it, which you never need that much energy, but it's always nice to have if you need. All this power can be sent via the energy tesseracts to anywhere I need it. So it can be sent up to the miner up there, or I can use it to power these. And that's the really nice thing I love, is you can remotely send that energy anywhere you need it. I'll just take a trip into the underworld here, just to give you a quick show of what I got in here. The only thing I really have in here is my pumping station. I used to pump the lava from to power the engines. This was originally a pumping station here. This whole area I'm walking in right now used to be a lava pool. And I dried that up quick. This is my second one. I'm actually starting to drain it up too. I fell in the lava. The power suit I have on also has a shield on it, so as long as I have energy, I can't take damage. Just useful. Just a quick pumping station, a pumper, a Stirling engine, getting power. Oh no, sorry, this is a liquid tesseract. it sends the lava straight to the pipes, the containment tanks you saw earlier. And this is a chunk loader. I love these things, chunk loaders. I don't have to actually be in here, and it'll still stay loaded. So if I leave, it won't deload. Because if it deloads, the lava doesn't send to my main tanks. So that chunk loader is a very useful thing. And there's my next lava pool once that one runs dry. Alright, it's good. Heading back through. Let's take a quick look at the moon. To get to the moon, normally you take a rocket, but I set up a neat little teleportation system. I just go into this main door, and then I have 3 different options: space station, end, and... Alright, well, this is the top of my base here. I've got a miner well I've dug here. It just goes all the way down to bedrock. I used a miner, basically made maximum size, and had to dig all the way down to give me lots of resources. I've got another one I dug over here, and I made some smaller ones there and there. That was before I learned, so I did those, and then I learned I could expand it, did that one, and then one over there. Up top here we've got just a sorting station to help sort out the ore and stuff. Over there it sorts out into sand, because I use sand for a lot of glass for the space station. Trash in there. Got some ores in here. I'm just going to go ahead and dump all this stuff in here. There you go. Just put that all over there. And different ores and chests. What I'm equipped with right now, I've got the full power armor suit. And this pretty much fully has all the different items I've already got upgraded into it. I've also got the hand item. This thing has a lot of neat features. The one I'm currently selected now is a teleport. Basically allows me to teleport around, which is very useful. It's got a railgun to it, does good damage. It's got a little blaster. Blaster's a little buggy. Yeah, it doesn't want to work right now. Oh, there it goes. And it shoots off and does AoE damage. Got a wrench, breaking stuff apart. This one's neat. It's got lights. It's daylight, so you can't really see it, but infinite lights. It's got a super hoe. Yeah, just get to tear up the whole ground with that. Clippers for cutting sheep. It's also got a portable crafting bench, which is quite useful. This is my launch pad setup. I set the pads down here in the rocket, you fuel it up in the fuel loader, and launch myself into space. I haven't used it in a while, and I will explain you why a little bit later. Let me join over here. I got my oxygen collector here tied to a energy tesseract, and that draws power from my base. That gives me oxygen for my oxygen tanks, which I've got not many on right now. Set time back to dawn. Alright, and that's pyramid over there. I just happened to spawn right where I picked my base. Alright, my base was originally meant to be all stealthy. I kind of went out the window with a huge miner pit, but I tried to make it stealthy when I first started. So I put it inside a well. This is a natural well in the game. Normally I would knock out the lights, but since I kind of killed the stealthiness, I put lights in there. And here's my base here. We've walk in here and we've got all my different machines that I use. We've got energy tesseract, which draws power from my engines to power all these. The suit, our power suit crafting table. This chest contains ores. I've got more ores up by the miner chests. This is just kind of the moon. I'll jump to the moon real quick. Oh, I probably shouldn't stay long on the moon because I forgot my oxygen tanks. Alright, we'll just take a quick peek at the moon. I just basically use the moon to use a miner and just take out these guys' homes. Because I use all the material from their homes to build the space station. Which I will show you next. This is my space station connection here. Jump through this portal. Oh, oxygen, right. Forgot that I gotta breathe. You can set oxygen systems up on your space base, but it really takes quite a lot of trees. The oxygen comes from the trees, so the more trees you have, more oxygen you have, but it also eats the leaves on the trees. And it just eats through so many leaves. I have a hard time keeping up with it. So I've had to basically redesign my whole oxygen system on the space station to be able to shut off certain parts. So if I'm not going to be in this particular area, I can shut off the oxygen so it doesn't draw so much on the tree leaves, because it'll strip and dry in 20 minutes. Then I've got to tear down all the tree bark, and then replant the trees. All right, there we go. Much better. All right, so when you start out, if you don't know, you're given this little pad here, and then this square entrance room right here, and I've had to build on everything else. Got right now just this hallway. It's got redstone lights in it. There's a utility room here where I can shut the lights off for the hallway, and if the oxygen was on, I could toggle it right there. And this will lead to an observation deck where you can see planet Earth and the sun. It also leads to our oxygen room. It also has a utility room to, turn on lights on and off, oxygen scrubbers, and turns off oxygen. These little devices will suck oxygen out from the leaves and eventually deteriorate the leaves. Right now I just have these two rooms. I plan on expanding it probably to maybe 3 or 4 more rooms. I think would cover my oxygen needs. Alright, I have an airlock here. Oh, it's been finicky. Oh, okay. Or don't, that's cool too. Alright, plan B. Yeah, airlock frames, they're nice. I mean, it's a nice concept, but normally you'd have an oxygen sealer, but right now it's buggy and doesn't really work. These are some chests I put down a long time ago just to store all my crap for now. Here's a second hallway. This is an unfinished section. That's why I had the airlock over there. It's because it wasn't sealed up yet. And this room right here is going to be my workshop. Once I get it all finished, I'll probably even put a control room on top of it. Just like a smaller control room. But anyhow, I'm going to have basically maybe 7 or 8 of each machine that you saw back on my base. I'm going to have each one of those just like in a row here, and a row here, and a row here. And have a whole room set aside for miner sorting, and room for storage on somewhere else. And it's just a nice goal I've been working for a while. I took quite a lot of material to build this. I had to destroy many of Blue Men's homes on the moon. Yes, this space station uses all the material from the homes of those Blue Men on the moon. The flooring is their flooring, and the walls are from their wall material. And you can see all the crazy wiring I've got going on, powering all the oxygen and power for everything. I'll just give you a quick view of that. Just got the oxygen lines that run right along the flooring underneath, and wires that connect to redstone energy cells, which are connected to the energy tesseracts, and those draw their power from my base, those base capacitors you saw earlier. So basically unlimited energy. It's got a redstone receiver which allows me to toggle off the oxygen and whatnot. Then I've got this crazy mess. There's so many wires because there's a separate set of wires to control the distributors, which give oxygen to the room, and the scrubbers, which take oxygen from the trees. That way, if I want to, I can turn off the oxygen in the greenery room and just have it draw oxygen for the rest of the base. That way, if I'm not in there, I'm not draining huge amounts of oxygen, because yeah, powering oxygen to those greenery rooms, it takes quite a toll on the system. Right, so that's pretty much our world so far. If you guys have any questions about Tekkit or are stuck, I often use the website Feed the Beast. It's made for a different mod pack, but most of the mods on there work pretty well with it. It's called Feed the Beast. You should be able to find it online here. If you want to post any questions about Tekkit or about my world, feel free to do that below. Alright, see you guys.